It's already recording.
That's the AI bots recording. So I just did the YouTube recording for Ortelius. So welcome everybody to the Ortelius outreach for March 10th. I will turn it over to Tracy
So,
and let you steer the ship for today.
yeah. We just before we started recording, we were talking about our job seekers webinar that we did with Darren Schiff, and because I didn't get to go, but I did watch it, and I was really, really impressed. It was such a helpful uh, experience. And Jean, your LinkedIn profile looks amazing.
Thanks. I would just yes, I think it might be all too over the top.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not. It's
not.
really
It's
good.
not over the top. It looks so different. No, it's it looks really good. Now I don't remember. Did you change your banner?
Yeah, I did. That's the first thing they discussed about it because when I originally did, I can't remember 2 years ago, I just put something together and asked my hubby just took a photo for me. So
Well, it looks great. It really, really does. I mean, when I look at this, if I was hiring, I would be like, wow, this person's got a lot of strong experience. It looks amazing. It really does.
I think he did. Darren really did a yeah excellent session. I'm really impressed. I have to say I learned a great deal from this one session though.
I learned a great deal from him walking through it, and then walking through Sasha's, and Sasha's looks crazy awesome. It's amazing. It's like, wow, that really changes so much. And I love that we have now all of the work, like all of Sasha's work on his 7, 8 part series is in his features. It just really looks, both of them look so much better. It's amazing what he did. You know, he's a storyteller, so he was teaching how to tell a story about your life, which is a really interesting way to look at it. And I love when he said, it's not about what you can do, it's about what you bring to the table and what you have achieved, as opposed to a list of skills, right? So if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend watching it. And I think all of us should be looking at our LinkedIn profiles, and they should all be as rock stars, as Sasha's and Jing's at this point. It was super, super, super helpful.
Now, what will be interesting to see, and this is probably mostly for Jing and Sasha, is do you see any changes in your interactions on LinkedIn since you've made those changes? I don't think it takes one day, but it would be interesting, over the next month to see if you actually get people poking at you.
Got a
Sure.
modeling contract.
Well, that's awesome.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Just
so are
kidding.
you going to be showing up in, you know, Armani purple label suits for these meetings, Sasha?
Maybe I'll be one of those guys at the robots in an Ortelius outfit. Not robots, lights, sorry, traffic lights. I have to use the word traffic lights, sorry.
Well, I would challenge Sasha. I would challenge you for your next step here in terms of if we want to discuss this around outreach. You're at
Yeah.
986 followers. I would give
Yes,
Wow.
yourself.
I am.
I would give yourself a goal to get to like 1,200 followers by the middle of the year, or by like
Okay,
September.
cool.
You know,
To
give your.
answer Tony's question, I've seen the up curve going, Tony. Yeah.
And Jing, you're at 282, and you should be doing the same thing, is driving your connections. And one of the ways you do that is everybody you interact with here, send them a connection request.
Sure.
Yes.
And people that comment on your stuff, if you don't already have a connection with them, send a request. And Sasha, I would commend to you doing the same thing.
I will do.
Also, I want to add one tip recently got from a LinkedIn influencer. So by default, the follow button is off. So if I go to your website, it's not showing me the follow button. So you just go to the setting and make it on. instead of making the connection button as default one.
One thing
Sorry,
I can share my
usually,
screen and show you. I can share my screen and show you what I'm telling.
yeah, if you can share more detail, Arvin, that'd be great. I wouldn't follow you.
Yeah, put it in
Yeah.
the chat or something, Arvind.
The other thing
Should I stop
Tony
sharing?
was discussing as part of this is we need to make sure that we are recommending and endorsing each other.
that's
So
true.
everybody's endorsements and recommendations go up. I'm not sure, I'm not quite sure how I can help with that, but I will come up with because we do we do have a list of social media accounts that I had everybody fill out. Maybe I ask everybody to update that and just focus on LinkedIn so that and send out a message and say, hey, we'd love to have everybody share endorsements and I'll talk about the difference between the two, and I'll send an email out to the general group because it does make sense for us to do that. So anyway, I think it was a really, really amazing webinar, and I did
It
record it.
was.
We did record it. It has been published. I'm starting to social network it, but let me share the YouTube. There is now a YouTube playlist under the Ortelius YouTube channel.
Yeah, we definitely should be getting it shared out. I think I did that, but in terms of going back to the networking topic again, I'm sitting at basically 2,200 connections, and what happens is, if I interact with somebody here on Ortelius, I will go, oh, Arvin, I should be connected to you, and I'll send a request. And when you do that, don't just send the request, put a sentence or so in there. And that says something like, because we're both working on Ortelius, I thought it'd be good to be connected. That'll get you almost 100% acceptance rate. But what
Mm,
Yeah.
happens is you get to a point, and Sasha, you may be there, you're at almost 1,000 connections, is people
mm,
start reaching to you as opposed to you needing to reach to them.
mm,
So it shifts from being 9 out of 10 times I've got to reach out to more like 2 or 3 out of 10. And the other bulk of it, people reach out to you. So people, Arvin, Jing, at a minimum, you should be making part of your path doing what Tracy said, get more connections. That really makes a difference.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just started using it for the last 2 years, so I have a whole lot to build.
I'll build
And
some bots for you. Don't worry.
and and Jing, I would start working on Jesse's profile.
Okay, yeah, good suggestion. Yeah.
Yeah, I could be, I mean, I know he's young, but this is the time for him to start it. And he's already got, he can put some of his blogs and features. So he's got some early material that he can use.
Well,
Yeah.
also a great point to start the connections as well at that,
Yeah.
because his will be a lot of outgoing asks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good for him. He's quite introvert. So I'm trying to help him, yeah, to
Well,
break out.
What do you
once
want
he gets
to say?
the hang of what to put in a message to get somebody to connect back to him, I think it'll be a rinse and repeat pretty quick.
Yeah. And he wants to get to be a well-paid introvert.
That's the plan.
Yeah. So he can support his mom in good style.
You got some payback.
But and Tracy, will you maybe send a list of the usual suspects out as part of the notes from this meeting or something?
Yeah, I will try to figure out how to do that.
Okay, because if people have okay, go down, tick the box, I've recommended this person, tick the box, I've done 5 endorsements for this person. I think we're a lot more likely to see what happens. And besides, then we'll chase you if you don't do it.
Yeah,
Good
I've got
idea.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm trying to look at in sheets. I thought I used to have a Ortelius social networking sheet that I was asking people to make sure that they put all their handles in. So I'll have to figure out a way to do that, Tony, that feels fair. But I certainly we can do yeah. If
Well,
somebody has an idea how I should do that, let
The
me
Brian
know.
just shared something though. Yeah, Brian.
the people that turn up routinely at this meeting, Steve's architecture meeting, and members of the board, that would be a fine start.
Okay,
And that'll mean Sasha gets 3 recommendations from everybody.
yep. All right, we'll do. I'll start out with just an email to those folks.
I did notice once I got voted on the CDF, things started happening on my LinkedIn. People came out of the woodwork like, "Hi, you're on the CDF." Like,
Exactly.
really?
That's why you have an opportunity this year to grow your your profile. I mean, if you look at Utkarsh has got almost 6,000 followers. I'm the queen. I've got to like almost 12,000 followers.
There you
Oh,
go.
boy, there you go. That's how you do it.
I would like to mine to get up to around 15,000 followers, and I'm going to start working on it again. I focused a lot on my profile though during COVID because there was nothing more I really didn't have a lot to do. We weren't trying to sell product. We were trying to build the community. So I was doing a lot of that, and that's where I met most of you. But Utkarsh has done an amazing job of branding to him. But Utkarsh, you know what? If you haven't watched that job seekers webinar on LinkedIn, you should, because I can see that there's some things that you could add to yours that you probably would get up, your profile would probably jump pretty fast.
Sure, sure, sure. That's on my list. Yeah.
It's really good. He
It
is very, very specific. There's nothing that's theoretical about what he did.
Okay.
Yeah, it's absolutely excellent. Well worth the time you invest in it.
Well worth it. I was just like, God, I got to fix my LinkedIn profile right now.
Well, the interesting part was I never knew that there was a LinkedIn tool called Recruiter.
I
Mhm.
didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
So that helps them get queries and narrow folks down, and that's how the recruiters are able to hunt people down. So that was a definite light bulb for that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could do things like put something in your banner. And I thought that was really good because that hits you smack in the face when you look at someone's profile.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I noticed about Jing's and Sasha's right away. It's like, wow, that banner is really nice. Where did you find that banner?
Canva, it's a free tool. I think you just go in
Mhm.
and then there's a lot of sample for you. And then you just pick the one you like and then just then customize it. I was spending weekend on this.
Wait, what tool is this?
I'd give you the link. Yeah.
Okay. And
And
Sasha, where did yours come from?
I did exactly what Jing did too. I went to Canva and made myself a, a
Oh, you did
banner.
it in Canva, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Well, way
have
to go.
a
Canva.
free templates for you to use for it just specific to LinkedIn banners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
got to
just the
do that.
photo I found it was a bit struggling. I spent a lot of time trying to cut out the photo.
yeah,
Oh,
like Arvin, you did it as well. I see. That's
I
everybody's LinkedIn's are so nice. I have to I have to go watch the webinar and up my game, guys.
Oh my goodness, Brian, you will not believe that. Yeah, Arvin's looks great.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched the video yet. I will watch this week.
Yeah, well, it's very, very good. The other thing I liked was and Jing, you used it at least, was whatever tool he pointed to for buffing up your headshot.
Oh yeah, it's the Headshot. Yeah, Headshot Pro. So you just pay a bit, and then you take some photos. They can help you to, and then you pick the one which is you like. Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah,
done
could you
that
put the
one.
link for that into the
Ye
chat as well?
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Because, that's another one.
Actually, I also just drafted some tips from the session. It's about page. Should I share with you guys as well?
Please.
Go for it.
Yeah. Because I just, in case I can't remember it, so that's why I just took some notes and then tied it up.
Well, it was great. It was, Tony, thank you for suggesting that. And now we need to do another one. I don't know how another one could be as good as this one, but I do think that it's time now that we figure out when we can do a a presentation on the different tools that you can use to create your resume,
So
because there's a lot of
Tracy,
different tools out there.
I just put time on your calendar for Wednesday to meet with Aaron Laverne and Buffy Gresh.
Okay,
Uh,
perfect.
um, um, there was some debate about. I think Buffy felt she could speak to resume writing. Um, uh, I'm sorry, I can't talk. Aaron had some apprehension, so my next task was to get us all on the phone together to talk through and plan out a session. So I've
Okay,
just sent an
that's
invite
perfect.
for that for Wednesday. Let me know if you can make it.
Okay.
Sorry guys, how can I share my Word document here?
How do you
Oh.
should be able to just
Drag drop? It doesn't work. I was just trying. Yeah, it didn't support words.
hit share.
There is a file icon, a little icon in the chat.
Yeah, sure, please. Yeah.
Okay, let's chat about Secure Chain Con. So I believe, let me see, I have one confirmation for a keynote speaker. His name is John Schwartz. He is an AI, we call him the AI professor at the TechStrong Gang. And I believe a second one will be Tracy Bannon, who works for MITRE, and she's going to discuss topics around what MITRE's doing on, I believe, MITRE attack. That's what her goal is right now. She believes she's okay to. She's got to get clearance now. It's been pretty weird at the anybody doing work around the federal government, what she can talk about, but she believes she'll be okay to talk about that. So we've got. It looks like we have two pretty high level keynote speakers. So now we just need to fill in the rest of the talks. So if you please share share the CFP. It's open. We should be good to. We should be completely good to go to start getting some CFPs into Sessionize. And I'll get a banner set up for doing that to announce the keynotes this week, and we'll start announcing it.
Tracy, can anyone talk at the conference? Can anyone talk at this? Can I advertise maybe people in my
Anybody,
company?
absolutely anybody can talk at this. And the
Okay,
more
cool.
diversity, the better. Yeah,
Yeah,
anybody can submit a talk.
Okay, cool.
And if we do a second job seekers, I guess we'll wait for when Brian and I talk to these two ladies to see when they might want to do it. But I'm thinking probably towards the end of May, or the end of April. We do have Secure Chain Con is the second week of May, so they're kind of close. But I think that'll be okay, unless we ask them to do a 30-minute talk as part of Secure Chain Con. But I think it would be better if we left them separate. Any thoughts on that?
There's much to be said for doing it sooner. Getting it into Secure Chain Con ought to be appealing to people.
Also, can we do one thing? Like the past video that we recorded, can we stream it live on the LinkedIn? And that way we, like the people will gain some followers also.
So, yeah,
Like same from the YouTube, we will just post it as a live event.
I'll have to check to see which one we can stream to. Because we were running into problems with StreamYard. So last time we just streamed from Zoom to a single channel, and we may have to make a decision on if that single channel will be YouTube Live or LinkedIn Live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
whichever one it is, if it's on YouTube Live, a link to that can easily go on LinkedIn.
we could do it on LinkedIn, but we have a limited amount of time that we can broadcast.
Ah,
Yeah, YouTube Live. YouTube Live, it's you can go pretty long without it having run into problems. But I would vote that we go to YouTube, and like you said, Tony, we can share the link from YouTube into your posts and stuff like that on LinkedIn. Because I think what would happen is it would be better if all of us went in and made a LinkedIn post saying, "Here, look at this great recording of Secure Chain Con." It gives you something to post on your LinkedIn page, and then also we get the cross feed. That'd be my recommendation.
yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. Any other topics that we need to cover? I think we're kind of cruising along here on Secure Chain Con. We just need to get talks.
So everybody on the call needs to start thinking of their topic.
Absolutely. And who they could bring in to do a talk. We don't need that many, we just need options. So what we already have, we need four to six at the most. And we need some solid topics. We could
And
get
did
some
we end up
topics.
finalizing the topic list?
Yes. Oh yeah, that's out there and it's published on Sessionize.
Right, okay. I had not gotten into Sessionize yet, so I do need to get it.
And you can get there, Brian, from the Ortelius. I think I put it all on the Ortelius front page, and I need to update that today to show that our webinar is on demand.
Yep. Is there.
So the topics ended up being CI/CD, cybersecurity and open source, SBOMs, threat modeling, SaaS, DAST, ASPM, building a culture, AI and ML, and CI/CD.
Right.
And I'm hoping that we can get Tracy Bannon to talk something around the threat modeling, and we'll get John Schwartz to talk about AI and ML and CI/CD.
Awesome.
Yeah, John Schwartz is really great. He's a really good teacher. Let's just put it that. That's why we call him the professor.
Tracy Bannon's awesome too. So like two
She
amazing
is.
speakers.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Tracy Bannon's really, because she really knows the security space from what the government's trying to do and what they're doing at MITRE. She's great.
Yeah, really awesome speakers.
Yeah, I think that better if we continue to work on every year getting some higher level, well-known speakers to do, a 30-minute recording which is pretty easy for them, and we showcase them as our keynotes. It'll elevate Secure Chain Con overall. It's small now, but we have the potential to grow it. You know, if we keep doing it, things catch on eventually. And there's not a lot of online conferences anymore. And I like the idea that we're only doing it half a day, right? It's easier to digest a half a day conference. So it's all good. And remember, the whole point of it is really not to get great keynotes, even though that's important. But the part of it was to give a platform for our contributors to do their first presentation. Because everybody needs that experience to do a presentation, because then you actually have something recorded. You can share it when you do other presentations. People can see how you present. So it's all good.
And now it'll go on your LinkedIn profile under your featured.
Features.
And you can also get a modeling contract.
As long as it's leopard skin, right?
Absolutely, Steve. It has to be leopard all over, preferably a onesie.
A onesie leopard.
With the Ron John Surf Shop.
Ron John Surf Shop? No way. That is such a cool surf shop. I've only seen it online.
Yeah. Get yourself a contract with them.
That would be amazing.
They have those They have those where you are, Sasha?
Ron John Surf Shop?
Yeah.
No ways. No, we don't have this. I mean, we
I
have
was gonna
surf
say,
shops, but
not a.
I've only seen it.
Not a
I've only
I
seen
think
Ron John online, right?
I think
Arguably,
that got started in San Diego.
yeah, the most famous one.
Oh, this is like famous shop, this.
Anything else from anybody other than surf shops? Kate, are you free in like a half hour? We can look at your Git stuff. You're on mute if you're. She may be doing something else. I just have to work with her on some Git commits, so I will circle back around with her. All right, thanks everybody. Oh,
right.
there you are.
Yep. No, sorry. I'm on the mobile version. I'm like hitting the stupid button. It's not clicking on. Yeah, I'm free. Just
I'll send you a meeting invite.
cool. All right. Good deal. Thanks,
All right.
guys.
Thanks everybody.
Bye all.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Jeff.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes.